Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I wonder who we've got watching today. So a big good morning to everyone. I saw there were 4 people waiting just before 10 o'clock for the video. Good morning, Ralph and River, superstars. Good morning, Omayena. Good morning, Saif. Always here on time, superstars. Good morning, Sadie. Good morning, Sadie and Ivy. Good morning, Josie. And Eddie this morning. Fantastic. Good morning, Gabriel. Yay! Good morning, my school superstars. I'm so happy that you're here watching. Buenos dias, Amora. Who else have we got? Good morning, Leo and Jamie. And I know that these people can't type into the computer, but good morning, Mikey, if you're watching. Good morning, Romy. Let's see who else we've got. Let's do a couple more good mornings and then we'll begin. Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm so happy that everybody's watching this morning. I've got some super books this morning. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Noah. Well done, you're here today. Noah, you've got something coming in the post for you today. Okay, we're going to start in 1 minute with our first story. And actually, these 3 books that I'm reading today, I haven't read in a long time, so I'm excited to read them today. I'm just going to make sure that everyone can see. It's so nice and sunny today. I hope you enjoy. If you go outside for a little walk or some exercise, I hope that you enjoy because the weather is looking absolutely beautiful. Good morning, Alexandra. I think we've got most of our usual viewers here, so I think we're going to begin. So today our first book is Smelly Louie by Katherine Marina. Smelly Louie. Why do you think that's the title? What do you think this book might be about? Have a little think. Maybe tell the person next to you. Maybe tell your teacher. Maybe tell Miss Horn. Smelly Louie, yes, I agree. I think it's going to be about a smelly dog. Louie had just had a bath. He smelt of roses and apple blossom, and he was not happy about it. Oh, I wonder why he's not happy about it. I'd be happy if I had a bath. Oh, I'm so happy after my bath. Something was missing. His own special smell had gone, and he wanted it back. Louie trotted out into the garden where he found a fox. The fox smelt a lot. Where did you find your smell? Asked Louie. Well, it's been building up for years, explained the fox. But there is something over in the brambles that might be worth a sniff. Louie followed his nose and found, let me see here, you're sniffing, an old boot. The boot smelled good, like mouldy cheese, but something was still missing. Some nearby snails suggested he search in the alleyway. Louie followed his nose and found, let's follow our noses. Oh, do I really want to smell this? Stinky bins. They were overflowing with fishy leftovers and cabbage leaves mixed with rotten eggs. Delicious, but it was still not his own special smell. Some friendly flies were lingering, and they knew of something wonderfully whiffy just down the road. Ooh, I'm going to hold my nose for this bit. Do you want to hold your nose for this bit? Sticky sludge. Louie wriggled and rolled. His smell was getting better, but it still needed something else. Then he remembered. The Pongy Pond! Louie wallowed and splashed. His special smell was back, and it was amazing. P.U. He smells. Louie had had a very good day. Everything had worked out beautifully. He trotted happily back home with his special smell wafting all around him. Who's going to not be very impressed by what Louie has done? Good morning, Eleonora. Who's not going to be impressed? Yes, his owners. They gave him a bath this morning, just in the morning, and he's going to come back smelling of so many things. What's he going to come back smelling of? Who can remember all the things he's going to smell of? Good morning, Alex. He's going to smell like the bins, the stinky boot, the pongy pond, so many things. Oh, P.U., his poor owner. The fox was very impressed. And that was when he heard the noise. Louie sauntered into the house and up the stairs and smelt a particular smelly smell, not his carefully collected, skillfully selected special smell. It smelt a bit like, surely it couldn't be. What have they got ready for him? Louie, come here. Roses and apple blossom. Oh no! Look at him there in his bar. They're not going to let him stay in the house smelling like that. Are we ready? That was the end. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that was Smelly Louie. Oh, that was a fantastic one. Let's move on to our next one. Our next one is about a pig with lots of different hats. Does anybody know this story already? Let's see if you can guess it. Some of you might have guessed it. It's Hamilton's Hats. And it's by Martine Oborn, and the illustrations are by Axel Scheffler, the same illustrator as the Gruffalo. And I've got the Gruffalo saved in my phone, ready and read for whenever I get called into school. That will be the book that will be read that day because I've got a pre-recording. But today we're going to read Hamilton's Hats. Hamilton the pig was very fond of hats. He had big hats, small hats, tall hats, floppy hats, stripy hats, feathery hats, and suitable for every and any occasion sort of hats. In fact, he had so many hats that you would need more than all your fingers and toes to count them. So he's got more than how many? More than 20 hats. Wow. Sounds a little bit like Miss Lopez and her dresses. When Hamilton the pig's mum saw Hamilton messing about in his hats, she worried. Hamilton, she would say, you are a very vain little pig, and I do not know what is to become of you. You have many lessons to learn in life, and you will learn none of them from hats. But Hamilton did not listen. He was too busy tipping and cocking, raising and straightening, and doing all the other things you do with hats. He loves his hats. One day, Hamilton the pig was out and about when he bumped into a giraffe. Hamilton was wearing a tall, teetering, high as a chimney sort of hat. My hat makes me almost as tall as you, he said to the giraffe. The giraffe snorted and with one fell swoop, snatched up the hat and flipped it onto her head. Good morning, Eunice and Camille. Indeed, a very fine hat, she said, ignoring the hot, cross piglet below. I should like it for myself. But if you were really determined to get your hat back, you must climb up my very long, long neck to get it. Hamilton looked up at the giraffe's long, long legs and her long, long neck. It is not easy for little pigs to climb, but Hamilton did want his hat back, and so he decided to do it. It was horrid. The giraffe kept wriggling her neck because she said Hamilton was so tickly, but Hamilton was determined, and so, at last, he got his hat. Whee! He cried as he slid down the back of the giraffe's neck and bumped onto the ground. I am a very determined pig, and I have my hat. He got his hat back. The next day, Hamilton the pig was out and about when he came across a crocodile. Hamilton was wearing a fierce, pointy, snap-your-tail-off sort of hat. My hat makes me almost as fierce as you, he said to the crocodile. The crocodile yawned, and with a quick slurpety-slurp, snaffled the hat deep inside his mouth. Indeed, a very gobblesome hat. I should like to eat it for my dinner, drawled the crocodile, ignoring the raging pink piglet. But if you are really brave enough to get your hat back, you must come inside my hungry, hungry jaws to get it. Do you think he's going to go in? Is he going to go and get it? Is he that determined for his hats? Hamilton looked at the crocodile's hungry, hungry jaws and his hungry, hungry smile. It is not easy for little pigs to jump inside a crocodile's mouth. But Hamilton did want his hat back, and so he decided to do it. It was terrifying. The crocodile kept licking his lips because he said Hamilton was so tasty, but Hamilton was brave, and so at last he got his hat. Hurrah! He shouted as he leapt off the crocodile's tongue and ran as fast as he could. I am a very determined and brave pig. I have my hat. The next day, Hamilton the pig was out and about when he met a band of monkeys. Hamilton was wearing a round, bouncy, let's play catch sort of hat. My hat makes me almost as playful as you, he said to the band of monkeys. The monkeys laughed, and with a quick flick of a tail, one monkey swiped the hat and threw it to his friends. Indeed, a very fun hat. We should play with it every day, cried the monkeys, ignoring the angry piggy in the middle. But if you are patient, you can have it back when we are finished. Hamilton watched the monkeys throw his hat high, high into the air. It is not easy for little pigs to be patient, but Hamilton did want his hat back, and so he decided to do it. Oh, look at the squirrel from the other stories. Poor Hamilton, it was boring. The monkeys played for hours because they said it was such fun teasing Hamilton. But Hamilton was patient, and so, in the end, he got his hat. At last, he sighed as he said goodbye to the monkeys and plodded off. I am a very determined, brave and patient pig, and I have my hat. The next day it was cold. Hamilton the pig was out and about, as usual, when he spied a tiny mouse. Hamilton was wearing a soft, teeny, let's cuddle up sort of hat. My hat makes me almost as small as you, he said to the mouse. The tiny mouse sniffed and looked up at the hat. A slow, miserable tear rolled down her cheek. What's the matter? Asked Hamilton. I'm cold and I have no house to live in. Your hat looks like cuddly and warm. It would be just the thing to curl up inside on a winter's night. You want to sleep in my hat? Squealed Hamilton, horrified. Oh no, said the tiny mouse. I could not possibly ask you to be so kind as to give me your hat. Do you think Hamilton's going to give him his hat? He really does love his hats. He's going to find it very hard to give the hat away. Hamilton looked at the mouse as she limped unhappily away. It is not easy for little pigs to be generous, and Hamilton did not want to give his hat away, but he decided to do it. It was nice. The mouse kept shaking his hand and saying thank you because she said Hamilton was so kind. Ah, said Hamilton, I am a very determined, brave, patient, and now kind pig, but I have no hat. So happy, hungry, and hatless Hamilton, the pig, arrived home and set to work on a new and very special hat. I wonder what kind of hat he's going to make. What kind of hat do you think he's going to make? Look at all the things he has on that hat. Yes, he's going to make a hat about his super adventures. And that was the end. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that was Hamilton's hats. Fantastic. That was a super duper book. And I'm just going to look up how to say good morning in a different language for today. What should we say? Good morning. We've said it in English. We've said it in Spanish. We've said it in French. How should we say good morning today? Who can give me a language to say good morning in today? Let's see, Portuguese. Bom dia. Let's do it in Portuguese. So, and let's quickly review what day of the week it is today. If yesterday was Wednesday, today is Thursday. Well done. Today is Thursday. Fantastic. Camille, we've already done the good morning in French. So today we're going to do good morning in Portuguese. Oh, thank you so much. Who's that on Instagram helping me? And in Portuguese, it is bom dia. Can we all say bom dia? You can say bom dia, Miss Lopez. Bon dia, everybody. Superstars, absolute superstars. We don't have any birthdays today, so no one to say happy birthday to, but I'm saying a big hello to everybody watching. And just a little reminder for when we do our phonics, just in case you weren't watching yesterday, if you're doing Emily, superstar, is that Emily from year 2? If you are doing phonics with me and you are from my school, just remember that you post what your teachers have put on Tapestry, not what Miss Lopez does. Just remember, just a quick reminder in case people weren't watching yesterday. Okay? But well done for joining in and well done for having a go at any phonics at all. Superstars. Right, and our last book for today is The Koala Who Could. And it's by the same person who wrote The Lion Inside. I don't have that book. I wish I had that book. Miss Horn, if you find that book in school, maybe you can lend it to me. The Koala Who Could. Oh, I've got something in my throat. In a wonderful place, at the breaking of dawn, where the breezes were soft and the sunshine was warm, a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. I've never read this book before. A nicer grey fellow you never would meet, as soft as a soft thing from ear tuft to feet. His favourite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch a leaf bun. He was terribly good at all these 3 things. Yes, Kevin was king of the staying still kings. You see, high up was safe since he liked a slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place. Too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. No, Kevin preferred not to move, not to change. So he clung to his tree as he knew how to do and was never too keen to try anything new. So when Wombat stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" I think, he replied, I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry, I can't. Why not? Cried the Roos, who liked the idea. Yes, why? Called the Dingoes. You've nothing to fear. But Kevin, who wasn't the do things quick sort, said, "I'm clinging to do, but thanks for the thought." As Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished he could join in down there. The whole thing was risky, adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. But he knew he'd miss home in the dark and the late. The whole thing was risky, adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin just couldn't let go. Oh, he doesn't want to leave, doesn't want to let go of his tree. So his life was the same, no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away, and Kevin stayed still while the world moved around until he awoke to a worrying sound. I wonder what that sound is. Tap, 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 tap. The sound went well. This was a blow. Tap, tippity, tap, 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 tap. Oh no! What is it? What's that animal? Who can tell, Miss Horn, or your parents, or your friends at home? What animal is that? Tippity, tap, 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 tap. Let's have a look. Cling, the crowd called that had gathered below. Leap and we'll catch you, just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. Let go, no, I shan't. I won't clung on Kevin. Oh dear, I just can't. Whoop. Down came the tree with a cracking and pinging, crash and a wallop, and Kevin still clinging. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye and looked up at the love staring down from the sky. Then one claw by one claw, he slowly unclung. He felt springy and light and happy and young. It was a woodpecker, by the way. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine. Why, he felt quite first class. So when Wombat held out a most welcoming paw, Kevin, he didn't hold back anymore. When Dingo asked, "Now will you come out to play?" the crowd all joined in with a "What do you say?" And even though this wasn't part of his plan, Kevin replied, "Yes, I think that I can." And Kevin from then on was always can do. That's what we like you to be in school. Can do, have a can do attitude. Because life can be great when you try something new. And that is very true. That's our saying for today. Life can be great when you try something new. Are we ready to close the book? 1, 2, 3. And that was The Koala Who Could. And now it's time for some phonics. Are you ready for some phonics? Yeah. Remember, if you are on Instagram, you can have a look, but remember the letters are going to be backwards. And if you are on YouTube, you can see the letters, so make sure that you are joining in. But everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome to join in. I was looking for Pigeon, and there he is. Hey, Pigeon. Didn't notice you there this morning. He's going to help us with our words later. He's going to help us. Right. Are you ready for our quick recap? Okay. But before we start, let's get our hands ready, because after this we're going to be doing some writing. So I'm going to show you how to get your hands ready for writing, okay? Are you ready to open your hands really wide, like you are shocked? Close them really, really tight, really tight, really tight. Scrunch your face up. Open them up, big and wide. Can you put your hands like this? Can you put them together like this? Can you put them together like this? Can you put them together like this? Can you hide them behind your backs? Can you close them like this, like they're bulbs? And then the rain is going to come down. Show me your raining hands. Show me your raining hands. The rain is coming down, and then the bulbs are opening up. Show me how the bulbs open up. And I think our hands are ready for phonics and for some writing. Okay, let's do a quick recap of our sounds. Remember that for Miss Lopez, some of them are backwards. So my B and my D, I just need to double check. My B and my D. I'm just checking that they're all the right way around. Are you ready? Are you steady? Off we go. Ah, ch, b, f, z, sh, qu, y, j, k, a, d, g, I, k, s, o, k, w, x. Superstars, that was fantastic. Well done, all of you. If you had a go, give yourself a big pat on the back. You are absolute superstars. Well done. Okay. And are you ready to learn a new sound for today? And our new sound for today, before we do that, let's do our quick couple of words to practice our couple of words. Good morning, Bethany. Well done for joining in. Right. Are you ready to give us a word? He's going to give us a word to sound out. His first word is... That's a tricky one. Maybe give us one that's decodable. Okay. Ba-k. Ba-k. Yes, well done. It's book. Superstars. Fantastic. Would you like to give me another one? Oh, yeah, me too. He said he likes to eat fish. Fish. Everybody? Fish. Well done. With chips. Chips. What does he like to eat? Fish and chips. Well done. Fantastic. Superstar Pigeon. Thanks for giving us some good words. Would you like to give us one more? He said he wants to give us one more. Okay. He said he likes to drink milk from a cup. Up from a cup. Well done. Fantastic. I'm just going to put him here for now while we learn our new sound for today. And if you are at home, make sure you have a pen or pencil, piece of paper or board and pen ready, okay, for our sound for today. And our new sound for today is my turn, your turn. Thank you. Thank you. Let's try another one. And this also makes a sound. It makes a sound and th. So you can say the or think. Think. This. So you ready? And th. And our sound looks like this. This is a tricky one. So no, it's not a tricky one. It's a hard one. Okay. So and th. It makes two sounds. And th. Can we have a go? Well done. And th. Well done. Fantastic. And that's our new sound for today. I'm going to get Pigeon to hold it there for us. And we're going to have a go at writing it, okay? So get your magic fingers ready. We're going to do it nice and big, and then we're going to do it smaller, okay? So are we ready? Let's write our two sounds. So first we're going to do our T. Remember, T and H. So down the tower, across the tower, down the horse's head to the hooves, over his back, and a flick. Let's do it on the floor. Can you write it on the floor? Write it on your knee. Write it on your knee with your magic finger. If you have a friend with you, can you write it on your friend's back? If not, write it in the air. Well done. Now let's have a go at writing it. I'm going to write it on my board. Are you ready? And th. And th. Okay, so are you ready for your first word for today? First word for today is thin. Can you write thin? Thin. I'm using a thin pen. Thin. Are you ready? Let's write it together. Thin. Well done. Now let's try Maybe Miss Horn can help me with some words. With. Can you have a go writing with? I like to play with my friends. With. Give you a couple of seconds to write that down. Ready? Let's write it all together. With. Well done. Let's have a look at one more word. Let's do, I like to do math. Math. Who can have a go at maths? Math. Math. Well done. Should we try one more? One more, because you're doing so well. Let's try one with the th sound rather than the th sound. Th sound. Let's try that. That. Are you ready? That. Well done. Fantastic. Superstars. Okay, so if you are in nursery, you can practice any of your letters and you can practice listening to all those sounds. If you are in reception, I would love for you to write a caption with one of those words from today, please. And if you are in year 1 or year 2, you could definitely write a couple of sentences with words with that sound, okay? So let's have a look at the books that we read today and I will let you know what tasks you could possibly do today. Okay, so we had Smelly Louie. You might want to do a picture of Smelly Louie, or you might want to do a picture of all the different places where Smelly Louie got his smells from, or you could think of other things that he might use to get some smells from. So that was Smelly Louie. The Koala Who Could. Okay, I loved the ending of that book, and it says, because life can be great when you try something new. And I think you could maybe write that. That could be our quote for the day. You could maybe write that and then draw a picture of maybe something new that you're going to try. That's a really good idea. You could maybe write that and you could think of something new that you're going to try that you haven't done before. Okay, remember, if it's something new that you need equipment for, make sure that you tell your adult. And then we read Hamilton's Hat. And I'm sure you can imagine what I'm going to say. If you'd like to do a task for this book, you can create your own hat, your very own personalized hat. So it's up to you which task you would like to do. If you're in year 1 or year 2, I think you could maybe write a couple of sentences to describe some of Hamilton's hats. Okay, so you've got lots of tasks that you could potentially do. So it's completely up to you which one you would like to do. And I forgot to say it yesterday, but I'm going to remind you today that tomorrow, Joe Wicks, the body coach, is going to do Fancy Dress Friday. And I thought it would be cool if we did Fancy Dress Friday. So tomorrow we can wear a costume that we have already at home, or you could make one up with stuff that you have at home. Don't buy a new costume. We're not buying a new costume. We're making one up from what we have already at home, okay? You might want to be a superhero. You might want to be an explorer using your binoculars from yesterday. You can be anything you want, but tomorrow is Fancy Dress Friday. I hope you're as excited as I am. Once again, as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so proud of all your super phonics and all your super listening. You are all superstars. You are all amazing. I will see my older children later at 11 o'clock. And if I don't, then I will see everybody at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Lots of love. Sending lots of positive energy from Miss Lopez. See you later.